Hey guys. Hey, I'm hoping it's going to be working. Let me see if I can invite Leslie. I'm not sure if I can. Okay, well, here we are. So, the wonderful Leslie, who is in our group, mentioned that she is doing a launch this week and she is hoping to get 5 people to sign up to her program. So, I thought it'd be a perfect time to hop on and share with you how you can sell with integrity. So, this applies to anybody, whether or not you've got a launch coming up or if you are just looking to make more sales this week. This really quick video is going to give you 5 top tips to help sell with integrity. So, whenever I mentioned in my video last week, helping you guys to financial freedom and independence is absolutely at the center of my mission. It is so important to me. And I think as women, we often hold ourselves back because we don't want to come across as sleazy or icky. The sales can feel uncomfortable. And the reason for that is that the current business system is not built for women in mind. It's very masculine, it's very push. Hi, Taz. It's very out of alignment with how we are as women. And there's definitely things in there that we can take. But when we are looking to run a business, the more that we can do things in alignment and integrity with ourselves, the easier it's going to feel. So that's what I'm going to be talking about today. So the first thing that I always talk to people about, this isn't one of my top tips, this is just as a general thing, is thinking about energy, vibration, and love. We are energetic, vibrational beings. And when you can tune into the fact that that is true, all the science is there that we are, it changes the way that you approach things. So often when we've got our business head on, I do this too, we're all up in here and it's like, right, I have to get 5 people and what do I need to do and how am I going to go about that? And actually, morning Leslie, I'm glad you were on. Actually, the best thing to do is to come back into your heart space. Come back to love. What would love do? How would love feel? Oh, thanks Taz. Thanks for popping in. You too. And when you can connect in with that love, with that heart space, rather than that head space, which is very much about lists and targets and goals, when you can connect in with that love, it just makes everything feel easier and more fun and just aligned. And you can enjoy selling rather than it feeling like something that's uncomfortable. So whatever you're doing every single day, I would recommend making that connection in with your heart space first before you do anything else. And then we'll move on to my top 5 tips. So my first one is intention, and it has to be intention because intention is the start of everything. Your intention will set the tone for how the next few days during this week go and months and years. And all too often we are caught up in so busy doing that we don't take a step back and think about what it is we want to achieve. So intention is that really important first step of sending your love, sending your thoughts, your energy out into the universe. What is your intention? And then that leads really nicely onto point number 2, which is your reason why. So we're going to use Leslie's example because she was the one who posted. So Leslie has said that she wanted to bring 5 people into her program. Firstly, you do a reason why for yourself. So why do you want to call in 5 people? Why is that important to you? What's that going to bring to you? And you can pop it in the comments, Leslie, or if anybody else is watching and wants to, play along, then pop it in the comments because that is that first step. Why is that number of people important to you? And then when you've done that, you can then move on to the why for the client. So why is it important for the client? And then you've got 2 really strong reasons to help move you forwards as you go through the week. And really tuning into that why for the client, the person that you want to help, will help you get into their mindset and allow you to support them and take them on the journey that is necessary for them from being interested in what you say to actually taking the next step with you. Let's take a bit of water. So you're going to have a why for you and a why for your client. As I mentioned, that why for your client allows you to take them on the journey. Making an investment in ourselves, whether it's a product or a service, there's a lot of psychology behind that. And the deeper you understand the motivation and the reasons why someone will take those steps with you, the easier it is for you to support them through that journey. So that is point number 2, a why for you and a why for the people that you help. Then point number 3 is to get really confident about the transformation and the value that you offer. This happens all the time with my clients. I'll just see what Leslie said. So 5, because 6 is the optimal group number for my live Zoom calls, and I already have one signed up. Perfect. So that is a really head-led reason, Leslie. That is a factual, based upon practicalities. And the why I'm talking about is why. Like, why are you wanting to work with these people? Why is it important to you? Why is it a passion for you? Like, why have you put this program together? What made you decide to offer it? So, and this is what we do, you know, we think about the practicalities on this level, and the Works with the Extraordinary Business Evolution is about going deeper. So what is the reason below that? Why is it that you feel called to put this course together and offer it to people at this point in time? What made you decide to do it right now? So going deeper into it. And the same for your clients. So Leslie supports people to launch a craft business. So the headline will be they want to launch a craft business. But why is that important to them? What is that going to make them feel? What is that going to bring to their life? How is it going to change how they show up every day? What's the long-term vision for them? So again, you've got your practical headline. It's going to show them how to launch a craft online company. And then you're going to go deeper. What's below that? So Leslie, because it means I can give the clients personal support. Okay, so that's another, I would say, practical. So it's about going deeper than that. Why do you want to give them that personal support? Why is it important to you that you help these people right now? I'll let you sit with that for a minute whilst I go on to the next one. So going even deeper, connecting in with that heart space. So moving away from here. Why have I chosen, out of all the 1,000,001 things in the world that I could be doing, why have I chosen to do this? Why are these people important to me? What is the message behind what I do? And that's the difference. So a lot of my clients, when they come to me, they are amazing at what they do. They can change people's lives. And yet they have this lack of confidence around that. So often I will either work with people who haven't got a business yet, but have a ton of skills. They haven't got the confidence in how they can bring that together and package it in a way that's going to help people. Or I work with people who already have a business, but they haven't yet got that full confidence, or that full clarity around how they transform people's lives. And when you don't have that confidence, it creates a block. So your energy, you know, we talked about that intention. Your energy is one of, oh, well, I think I can help people, or I'm fairly sure I can give them this transformation, and I'm pretty confident that it's worth the value that I'm charging, which is completely different to, I know that if you follow these steps, you will get this outcome, and the value of this course is way more than what you're going to pay, but I'm offering it to you at this because I want to facilitate the transformation for you. Can you see how they're two very different energies? So getting super confident around the transformation and the value that you offer is point number 3. Because if you have any reasons why you don't feel confident around that, people pick up on that energy. So you have to be the most confident person around it. So let's just put a little bit more on. The joy for me is that I get to join them on their journey and see them grow and increase their confidence. Perfect. So can you see how that's getting deeper, more below the surface? They get excited when they see what's possible, and I get excited for them. It makes me happy to see them being successful. Brilliant. So we're going to go a bit further. Why is it important to you that you help people be successful and have a successful craft business? And then I'll go on to the next point and then I'll come back. So focusing on that transformation of value, getting so super confident on it that you're like, you'll be crazy not to take this next step with me. That's the kind of level of confidence you want, not in an arrogant way, not in a way that's pushy or putting people off, but just in a, oh my God, I am so excited about what I have to offer, and I know that you're going to love it if you just take that next step. So moving on to point number 4 is warm leads. So when you're looking at making sales, always go to your warm audience first. And what that means is people who already know, like, and trust you. So thinking about friends on Facebook, previous clients, people that you've worked with before, ex-colleagues or current colleagues if you've already got a different type of job. If you're on Instagram, so thinking about your followers that you already have, and computer just went off then, and then deepening those connections. So rather than always thinking about bringing new people into your world, because you need to nurture those relationships usually to get them to take the next step with you, who is in your world already that you could reach out to and make that connection with? And you can absolutely, if you've already got a relationship with them and you know them well, say, I've got this program that's starting next week. I think it would be absolutely perfect for you for these reasons. Would you like me to send you some more information about it? And that's a really nice, natural way. You're asking for permission, so you're not forcing it upon people, but you're allowing yourself to build that relationship with them at a deeper level. Hi, Kuthum. Leslie, I need to think about why that's so important to me. Yeah, this is a work in progress. I'm obviously just giving you a really quick snapshot to get you thinking. But when you connect in with your deeper why, and I think you only just joined the group recently, Leslie, but I talked about my deeper why last week, which is, helping women to financial freedom is so important to me because it stems back to stories from my past. So that's why it's something that I'm passionate about. And I want women to be in a position where they're making decisions about their lives, not from a place of fear, but from a place of abundance and love and freedom. So that's like my deeper why. So yeah, spending some time thinking around that. And when you can connect in with that and you can communicate that through your copy, that is when you really start calling in the people that light you up and that you're going to light them up because you're matching energetically, because you're pulling them in. So focusing on those warm leads, if you've got an email subscriber list, that's a perfect place to be talking about that. Another new thing that I learned recently, which I hadn't thought of before, if you are on Instagram or Facebook stories, you can have a look at who's watched your stories. So if they're watching your story, they're interested in what you've got to say. So again, reaching out and building relationships and connection with people in a way that feels natural. And doing that first, particularly if you only need 5, Leslie, do that first and then you can go out to other audiences. But most people will have clients within their current connections. So working on that first and deepening the relationships. And then the last thing, point number 5, is focusing on your stories. So we all have our goals. So for Leslie, it's to bring 5 people in. So she's got 6 that she can deliver a course to next week. And then we will all have stories that are running in the background, in our subconscious, around why we don't want to achieve our goal. So the easiest way to bring those up to the surface is to say, why do I not want to bring in 5 more people next week? And just ask that question and sit with it and see what comes up for you. And our conscious mind goes, well, of course I do. Of course I want to bring those people in. But we always have stories running beneath the surface. So by bringing those to our awareness, that is when we move into freedom. Awareness is the key to freedom. So bringing those stories up and examining them and looking at them and working through them. So stories that I used to run and still do, still working on them, is that I can't run a successful business and be a good mum. This is a story that comes up for me all the time. And I have to look at that and then I have to think, is that true? No, it is not. And then I work around it. But there might be stories that do come up that are true. So for example, for you, Leslie, if you thought, why don't I want to be successful? I don't want to bring on 20 people. Well, that's because I can't service them in the way that I want to. So some stories are true and fact, and then we work them through to the worst case scenario. And other stories just aren't true. So it's about working through, bringing those stories up and then working through them. So Leslie says, there's something about women, especially not thinking big success is possible for them. The phrase, that's not for the likes of us, is a common phrase from my small town in Scotland. I guess I want to show them that it is possible for them and me. Amazing. Oh, I love that, Leslie. And can you see how energetically that's such a deeper message and connection from the headline stuff we were talking about before? So for everybody, this is what I invite you to do. This is the work, and this is where you get to build a business that you love. Because what Leslie's just done there is vulnerable. It's about taking that step back and opening yourself up, opening up your heart and thinking, what is my reason? Why am I doing that? And sharing that story is vulnerable as well. So it is about going deeper. And if you want a business that feels good and does good and brings you the abundance that you're looking for, that's the key. It's about connecting in with yourself and then sharing that deep, energetic connection with other people in a way that is open and vulnerable and from a place of love, so that they can see you, really see you. And when I talk about the healing work and quantum transformation, that's the work, because we spend, probably most people, all our lives putting up these masks and barriers so that people can't truly see us because we don't feel safe to be seen. And if you want to build an extraordinary business, if you want to take things to the next level, it's about taking away those masks and barriers so that people can truly see you. And by being brave and bold in that way, people can be brave and bold themselves, and it allows them to connect in with you and recognize what it is that you're doing and why you're doing it and why it's important. That's when people connect with you at a deeper level. So yeah, I'll just recap those. Hi Alice. One is set your intention. When you set an intention, you send an energetic vibration out from your body and your mind into the world, and people feel that and the universe responds. That's the first thing. 2, think about your reason why for you and for your clients. 3, get super confident around the transformation and the value that you're offering so that you're so excited to talk to people about it. 4, focus on your warm leads. So hands down, you will have people in your connections who are ready to buy from you right now. And then 5 is letting go of the stories, bringing them to your awareness, looking at them, and then working through them. So I hope that's been helpful. I've really enjoyed sharing that with you. Leslie, let us know how you get on. I'm so excited to hear how you do. And for everybody, this is the process of making sales. So if you're serious about building your business and bringing in more money this week, you absolutely have it within your current contacts to call those sales in. So go get it, go make it happen. Have an amazing day, and I'll catch up with you all later. See you later.